Hey guys, my name is Fabe and welcome to episode 201 of the Dinosaur Mine. How are you today? As you can see, Poet and his freighter left again. We are all on our own in our world again, but he left us the recipes for new cultivators, new technology, and in short, the Jurassic Craft mod, as most of you I bet could tell, but that's not the only thing that changed. I also noticed when I was setting up the server for Poet and me to play on, I noticed that I wasn't running the latest version of Fossils in the Archaeology, so I updated that one too, and apparently the stone tablets changed, which is why the first thing I want to do today is check out if our stone tablets that we placed there in the museum are still all there, and if maybe the motifs changed, because apparently in 7.2.1 of the Fossils in the Archaeology Rival mod, they changed. Okay, this is the same. I'm pretty sure they changed. This is also still the same. They changed the tablets to be more to tell you more about the story about Anubis, or not Anubis. Is it Anubis or is it just Anu? It might be just Anu in the mod. Those are still the same. Yep. Those are still all the same. So what is different here? This is the same, but this is also not the Anu picture. This is all the T-Rex and the eyes. This looks pretty much the same as well. That had nothing to do with Anu. Is this one new? This might be the new one. Yeah, I think that's a new one actually. Not this one, not this one. This feels like it's part of a bigger picture now, doesn't it? But is that all I had? Wait, this is the same one as the other one, isn't it? Huh. Do they all look the same now? Wait a second. Those were definitely different ones before. Maybe I should place them down. Maybe there are some new ones now. This is all the same. This was the same. Seems like it's mostly the same. There might be some more new ones though. I gotta figure that out later on. Anyways, guys, there's one other change that I want to do, at least for the beginning of the next episodes, of the next part of this story, I suppose. And that is, I want you guys to have a word in what we're gonna do next. I have 3 projects that I want to start. Well, not only start, but also complete. So I wanted to ask you guys which one I should tackle first. One of them is getting the subway done, which is of course a lot of work, and which I probably will mostly do during live streams in the near future. The second option, the second big project that I could start, is a completely new laboratory for the Jurassic Craft mod, because I don't wanna rework around what we have already. I want to build a completely new laboratory to house all the new culture vats and all the new DNA extractors and combiners. I think combinators, is that the word? That might be the word. So I want to build a new lab, probably somewhere back there, where there's this big forest going on right now. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that's a good location. And the third option is also something that you guys might be really interested in, and that is a new herbivore enclosure for the Brachiosaur, which is a big dinosaur, one that I haven't done yet. And I think I mentioned that like tens and tens of episodes ago, that I wanted to do that over here on the other side of this river between the mountains. Let's take a look at it. I still need to get rid of all this. I'm gonna get rid of all this eventually when I'm gonna have pathways around here. But for now I'm gonna keep this wheat farm and the cow farm. But yeah, this is supposed to be the enclosure for the Brachiosaur. It needs a lot of work, some terraforming, and of course I need to build a fence one way or the other. But this is the basic idea. that I had. So yeah, let me know in the comments which of these 3 projects you want me to tackle first, and then we might do that. But today I think I'm gonna do some other stuff that I want to try out. First of all, we're gonna take a closer look again at the stone tablets, and then we'll see what else is on our list. Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 4x4 giant stone tablet that I totally was referring to when I was trying to fill in the area back here, which I later replaced with the whole time traveling story. Anyways, I had a little bit of trouble actually placing that stuff down, because initially I wanted it to be placed in one of these. So what I did is I took the one from over there and put it here, and then I planned on putting the other one over here. But then I didn't really like how this looked, because I really don't like how this looks. Those are totally unrelated and right above each other, so we're gonna get rid of those. Come on, get off the wall. I'm talking to you. Thank you very much. That was just a test. I think it did even on camera. Then, actually that's not my next thought. My next thought was to fill in the empty area we have over here. So I build a wall like this, right in front of the window. However, if you remember, when we started placing these stone tablets, we figured out that there is a directional bug. And if you place them like this, in this direction, you can only get these small little the stone tablets. I'm gonna say paintings a lot, excuse me please. Instead of the big ones, you can only get these small ones, which is really, really annoying. So I actually had to turn it around. And I first tried it over here, and then I thought, why not put it over here still? So now I have 2. I gotta still decide which one I'm gonna keep. Only one of them, of course. I had to actually get rid of one over here, so I might place that back in. Anyways, let's take a look at it. So this is the story of Anu and how you actually get to it. From what I get from this picture, plus the couple of hints that Poet dropped in a couple of talks we had. We were just randomly talking about stuff, and he kept hinting that stuff at me and spoiling me, so I know a little bit about it already. But given from this, I would say lava lake means nether, and Poet told me that there are ship structures that actually spawn the nether. Poet also said that there is little Anubis figurine. When I was talking to him about the figurines I had, he said that there are an Anubis figurine. So it looks like I need 4 of those to activate some sort of portal thingy, probably. I don't know what this sign means. No clue. And then we apparently can find this box where he's in, and we need a scarab gem to place it in there to activate it. I guess then he comes out of there. And I don't know if we really... This was actually a stone tablet that we had before somewhere. I think it's not in the game anymore in the same variant as it was before. So this is the new one. So Anu is coming out. And we need this special weapon to defeat him. I don't know if that's necessary. He has the ancient helmet and he has an ancient broken sword there. I'm not sure if this weapon is really necessary or if you can kill him with something else. And once you kill them, he drops a key, by the looks of it. And that is the story of Anu. I don't know if when we are gonna explore it, but this kind of got me very, very curious. So we might go out and do some nether exploration sometime soon. Maybe we can find a ship. I don't know when they have been added, because my nether has been generated like ages ago. So we might have to travel quite a bit in the nether. I'm actually playing with the thought of resetting my nether. I mean, I have not done a whole lot in the nether, mostly just bridging from land to land and gathering some quartz, some glowstone. I haven't built anything, as far as I can remember at least. Oh, I guess I built kind of the tunnel towards the mesa biome. But that wasn't really a tunnel, that was more like a... Who shoot? Evidence number 1. From this direction. Oh, I see you. You know how a punch bow feels? That's how a punch bow feels. That's what you get when you shoot at me. Yes. That's the plan. Not today, but sometime soon. I don't know yet. I kind of feel like I'm missing out on the whole story part of that, but I wanna do it sometime. Anyways, today there's another thing that I want to do, and that is map out the whole park. If you downloaded the world download last episode, you spawned right in front of the visitor center, and you saw the map we have of the park, but this is not the whole park. So what I'm actually gonna do is, I'm gonna leave this one as it is, but I'm gonna build a new one, and I'm gonna map out the rest of the area, and then we're gonna put it on a giant wall, and then we're gonna look at it, and I think that's gonna be fun. Just look at him. Glaring at me. I see you there. Evil Dinosaur. Can't believe it. I think we should call him Anakin. Because he switched to the dark side. I think that's a cool name for him. Let me know what you think about that. Anyways, we are just outside this map here. So this is completely unmapped area of the park. Look at this ugly wall back there. Let's see what we can see. Yeah, definitely worth it. Oh, there's still a part that's not loaded in yet. Oh, look at that. Ah, I hate that carpenter's blocks are invisible on these maps. Kind of screws over the whole design of it. Glowstone is invisible too, like you can see right below it. Okay, and let's do one more while I'm here. Okay, let's see, a little bit further. This is where it goes. There's not gonna be a lot on this map right now, but I think there's gonna be more later. Let's do it. Yeah, there's only this corner here. Do I want to... Can I even? This direction, right? Can I go a little bit further to load the complete map? And I've never been... Oh, I have been here before, once or so. Because there's the boat back there. And I hope the ones in the nether look better than this, because they are really ugly. Okay, so that's 2 new maps. And I'm gonna try and map out the rest now. Alright, we are a little bit west of the museum right now, and I think it's time to open up another one. Only mountain, but as I said, possibly new Brachiosaur enclosure. Oops. Do I want... Yeah, I need to. Wait, where do I have to go? This way. I can't have unexplored land on my maps. I can't get there without climbing this rock. Ooh, okay, let's go maybe around here. No, that's not smart. Let's go the other way. It's getting nighttime too. I don't want to be out here at nighttime. I just wanted to quickly open up 2 new maps. And now we are having all this trouble again. Okay, that should do it, right? Yeah, load in. Beautiful. Alright, map completed. Okay, let's go towards the museum again. And the next map should actually map the museum. At least that's what I think it should do. Let's go a little bit there. Yeah, like this. This seems good. Around the corner. And time for a new map. Ba-bam! There we go. Yep, that's the rest of the museum. Pretty awesome. Do I still have a bed down here? I don't even know if I do. Like, this is the old base that I started in the 2nd episode or so. Let's sleep here. Oh, I can only sleep at night. Apparently it wasn't night yet. Come on. Hurry up, son. Here we go. Another one finished right up. And this is what we have so far. Boop. This is the park as it is. I'm still missing 3 maps from this area back there. Fabe's Red Fish and beyond. But there's not a lot there. I'm gonna get those in a second though. However, I think this is a good place to have a big map. I'm thinking about building some kind of information stand here. Of any kind. Probably I'm gonna have a little bit bigger. Maybe like a cylinder shape. Possibly. I mean, there's enough space here, right? There's nothing it could interfere with. So, why not? And then we can move out further in this direction, which would be further down here. I need to find a way to circle it basically back around. So what I might do, I might build a lab here maybe. Having some bridges over these rivers. And then this is going to be herbivore enclosure territory. And then we can link the pathways back around. The problem is I never really connected to the lab over here. But I also didn't plan on making this lab like a pathway for visitors. So one way or the other, I will have to connect to this road up here. Or to this road back here, to the shore pathway. But that's all in the distant future. I just love having this big map now. We kind of built this park in an L shape. I never really realized that, but that's definitely interesting. So let me finish up the last 3 and then we'll have it. Man, I really do love maps. Alright, we are completed now, and one thing I noticed, if you look carefully, you can actually see the subway tunnel going through the Mosasaur and the Plesiosaur enclosure there. That's pretty fancy. Looks pretty nice. But yeah, we got a big forest over here, and we can see the little path along the shoreline that goes to the new lands where we harvest all our limestone and marble right now. But yeah, lots of empty space that needs to be filled over time. However, I would say for now, let's go back to the E-Stock for a bit. You all saw Poet's awesome little freighter that I think he rented it, if I understood him correctly. But I really liked how it looked, so maybe we should build our own. What do you think, guys, huh? Does that sound like a good idea? Maybe even a little bit bigger? I don't know, it seemed a little bit narrow, his. Maybe we can make it a little bit wider. The problem is, if we build it wider, it won't fit in between the docks. So we might have to build it under the crane, which kind of would make sense, don't you think? Let's take a look. So we could... This is where Poet's freighter was, right here. And as you can see, we are kind of restricted by the width of this between these docks. If we do it here, we are not really restricted. But we would take away a lot of attention from the crane. But I think this is the only way we can probably do it. In a good looking way. The other option that we would have, I mean, we could build it further out as it's anchoring a little bit outside. But I think I want to actually build it here. It's going to be tough. What I'm going to need for that is lots of these factory blocks, which are fairly easy to come by. And I think the other blocks that were at the bottom was actually netherrack. And netherrack shouldn't be too hard to come by either. So I think it should be doable, right? I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it today. But maybe we can get the outline going. And get a rough idea of how big our freighter should be. So, as you can see, I already started to lay down all the framework, I guess. It is higher, it is wider, and it is gonna be longer than Poet's freighter because, let's face it, we gotta have the biggest one, right? But as you can see, only the facade is done so far. I brought some netherrack over, so let's try out. I don't quite remember which one it was. I think it was the dark red netherrack. Pretty sure it was this one. Let's make 2 of those stacks already. I have half a stack more of the factory blocks we can use. I also brought some other stuff that I want to try out here, but let's guess hop down to the water. That's pretty much our only chance. And then we're gonna have them like here. Yeah, I think this is the color. It looks pretty good. I mean, if you look for pictures of freighters, they usually have like this red bottom to kind of indicate the water line. And I guess when the water is higher than the red part of the boat is in trouble. But I'm not sure about that. I'm not an expert on freighters, in case you wondered. But I think it looks cool, so that's why we do it. And on the top, the Poet's freighter actually had red clay, which also looked kind of fancy. The thing is, with this height of freighter, this looks very, very boring almost. So I have an idea that I want to try out here if I can get back out of here. Let's see, I think I go always out back here. Yes. Oh, it's getting nighttime already again? I might have to set up a bed on the freighter once we got the deck done. But what I wanted to do to not have a that plane here. Come to me, thank you. Glass chiseled with a steel frame. Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? With the bolts around. I really like that. That's where the connected textures come in really handy. I don't know what the distance should be. 1 between seems a little bit too frequent. Maybe I should only do them like in the center. Maybe I should have 2 in between. Let's take this one out again. Oh, no, no, not the water. Okay, let me see if I can get this. That's my silk touch, right? I hope so. Don't fall down. Okay, it hasn't fallen down. How am I gonna get up there? Okay, I have an idea. How about I do this? And boop. That's a much better way to get up and down. Okay, it's getting dark. I don't like when it's getting dark. Can I... Oops. There we go. Let's take out this one. I'm gonna assume... Oh, I'm in the water again. Great, Fabe. You're the best builder. Let's jump on the dock again. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay, let's place this here. Then let's have this guy. Thank you for coming to me right here. And then maybe another one here. I know freighters don't usually have that many windows, but I think it breaks it up very, very nicely. And we might even be able to build a deck below the upper deck. I think that could be really fun. One more glass, and this one fell all the way down. Can I make it all the way down and up again without drowning? Let's find out together. Oh, there it is. All right, come on. Hold your breath. And back up. Yeah, I think we can make it. I think you can make it. Close. Nah, not too close. Was alright. I might have to get a respiration helmet if I have to do that more often. But yeah, you guys get the idea. Of course, I do not... Creeper. I do not have any red clay around right now. But we have a sorter access to the nether. So I might build a little bit more on that and get at least the outer frame done. All the factory blocks. Alright, I think that's all that I can do for today, but as you can see, the skeleton is at least there. I already added a whole bunch of netherrack, all the windows. It feels like a little bit too many windows. I might take off maybe one or two in the back, I think. I'm not sure. I need to look at a couple more pictures, I think. These stupid carpenter's blocks. One day, I hope they'll fix that. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. Let's be honest here. I've also done the other side. Everything is windowed up. So yeah, I've got most of the factory block design done. Still some netherrack work on the bottom. And then we can start gathering some clay and some... Well, I guess we still have some marble left for the tower. Those are the blocks that Poet had on his freighter, at least. So yeah, I think it has a good shape so far. It's definitely bigger, it's wider. I think it's even longer a little bit. It's hard to tell, though. But I think it's coming along really nicely. So, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 201. Let me know in the comments about all the things I asked. I asked you quite a lot of things. I apologize for that, but yeah, I want to know your opinions on what I do and how I do it. So, I would really appreciate that. Anyways, I'm sure I'll see you all again in the next episode, but until then, have a nice day, and seriously guys, don't be daft, play some Minecraft.